Hey guys, Sam here. I just wanted to give you guys an updated video on the Donut Gasket replacement flange repair. It's a previous video that I did, and yeah, last time I did it, I did not have the correct size flange repair kits or the split flanges, and so this time I ordered up a size, and I'm gonna tackle it again. I'm also replacing an O2 sensor, which is the Upstream O2 sensor, and basically I've had a check engine light on for the past couple months, and it hasn't affected anything really bad, so I've just kind of been living with it. I wanted to get this stuff all fixed, as the old flange repair, because it was a little bit loose and it wasn't tightened down due to the wrong sizing. It's been rattling and making noise again and allowing exhaust leaking from that donut gasket again. So basically, yeah, I'm gonna redo it all. Anyway, so the products I used was Walker Products 25054-006, which is the Upstream sensor. O2 sensor, a lot of Toyotas and Lexuses use this particular part. I purchased mine from Rock Auto, and yeah, in addition I ordered the O2 sensor socket special tool. This special tool basically has a little gap in the tool that allows you to slip it past the wiring part, and you'll see that later on in the video. That was a pretty generic part. I'm not going to give you a part number on that, and they run a few bucks, maybe $5 to $10. But this Walker Upstream sensor, I do want to talk about. It has the proper connector on it. When you are shopping for O2 sensors, make sure you have the correct upstream or downstream sensor, and I highly recommend you purchase the ones with the socket adapters on it, because yeah, it will cost you more money, but you won't have to solder or really do anything with the wiring stuff. Now I figure you might be able to get away with this on the bottom downstream one, on at least on this model, on the Yaris, because it's very exposed and it's not that hard to get to. But the upstream one is, you know, it's behind a bunch of stuff, so I would definitely just get the one with the connector already wired. Yeah, so let's get into it. Okay, so today I will be attempting to remove that O2 sensor and replace it. Looks like it goes and plugs in somewhere up there, so that might be a little tricky to reach my hand all the way up. And then on top of that, we are going to redo that flange, because first of all, it's not the right size, and second of all, it's all rusted. And so we're going to remove that and replace it with the appropriate size ones to try to do this repair over. Alright, so what I've got here today is the O2 sensor, new one. And I've got the this little tool here for the O2 socket. Has a little cutout you can see just to help it get around there. And yeah, also we have two new split flanges. Now these are the 2 inches to 2 1/4. These are the Nixon 17177 model, and so hopefully this will work this time, because these flanges are the size, hopefully, that I need. Alright, okay, so I got the old flange out. Basically you had to use a pry bar, some PV blaster, and some applied force. I loosened them up, and now I've got my Got my little O2 sensor socket adapter right here. Now, what I should do is apply some PV Blaster to that before I start turning, and we'll see if it'll come loose. Okay, so there's a black plate up there above the CV axle, and you need a long or extension deep socket 12 millimeter on the left here and on the right side to get this out. So that'll free up a lot more space to get up in there. So I've got this guarding plate off, and yeah, just took a long time with the 12 mil. So yep, that's on that one, and silly thing looks like this on the other side. I don't know if that's stock or not, but yeah, that's what it looks like. Alright, so with that plate out of the way, now we can try to get a little more leverage and space up in here. Alright, I can't do it by hand, so I think it's time to use some fire. So what I'm going to have to do is heat up that area close to the socket there, the nut, and you have to heat it up for maybe a few minutes and then try it again. Okay, now I've got enough, I got it loosened enough where I can actually loosen it by hand now, but it's really hot, so I'm still trying not to touch it directly. Okay, so I took my old one out, and I kind of ended up just cutting it, but I don't know if you can hear that, but it's rattling on the inside. That tells me it's very likely dead. So what I'll do is I should now be able to snake my new one up the top. Once I have it installed here, I'm going to put a healthy little dab of anti-seize on it, and here's my new one. No shaking. Alright, so let me get some anti-seize on here. Alright, got some anti-seize on there, and I'm gonna have to wipe off that extra. Okay, so now should just go in and screw on. Okay, now that I've gotten hand tightened, now I can use the adapter. Okay, and then, oh, where is it? Get my ratchet and tighten it up. Alright, I'm going to tighten it up, and I'll get... Okay, now let's go back to the front, and the O2 sensor is plugged in right back here, which is hard to see without a light, of course. So, O2 sensor is right here, and what I did was I tied up the old one here so I could reach it.
Now, since I can't really see back here, what I have to do is try to undo that clip. Okay, so I've got the check engine light currently because I haven't cleared the codes yet. So let's get it connected to the car, and I am using an OBD2 Bluetooth adapter, one of those Elm clones. Okay, it's connected. I can go scan for the fault codes, and this is the one I was getting before, P0031, heater control low, circuit low. So I'm going to let it finish scanning, and that was a pending fault. Okay, got the one fault. I'm going to clear the codes. Now this used to come on right away, so the check engine light's gone. And what we'll do is go back and rescan. Go ahead and rescan this guy. You know, check engine light, that's a good, very good sign. Because it used to come up right away, and used to come up right after I cleared it. Upon the next scan, it would show right up. So it looks good so far. Scan faster, please. And we have no faults. So now what I'll do is I'll turn off the car, and I will work on the exhaust flange again with the bigger ones, and let's keep going. Okay, so these are the new split flanges, and they are, I don't know if you can see this, but they are quite a bit bigger than the old ones. So they should have no problem fitting in. And so what you have to do is really be careful pulling these apart, because they are sharp metal edges and you don't want to cut yourself. And then lube them up a little bit, put some anti-seize on there, and yeah, we will go ahead and try the... Okay, so I managed to get the two flanges on, and I did have to Dremel away a little bit of the original part of the flange, which you can see right there. Yeah, I've got these things on, they're tight, and that's it. I'm done for today. Now I gotta clean up, and I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you guys found that video helpful, and I'll keep you updated in the future. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, so thanks for watching that video. I just want to give you guys some comments. I've been driving the vehicle for a little while now, and right off the bat, I've noticed an improvement in throttle response and performance of the engine. Now, I haven't driven it enough to see if it's impacted my fuel economy and my miles per gallon, but yeah, I don't know if it's just a placebo effect, but I definitely recommend, if you do have a check engine light due to an O2 sensor, replacing that might actually give you some performance upgrades. Now, I've seen some forum posts online regarding this, and some people are making really extravagant claims, saying that the power increase is amazing, 5 horsepower. I don't know if I would go that far, but yeah, I definitely would imagine that the engine computer management system might throttle or run a little bit conservatively if you are having O2 sensor issues. Not just issues, but codes, so that the ECU is actually doing something to compensate. So, all right, I likely expect the flange repair to rust pretty quickly, at least surface rust, which is why I did apply some anti-seize and PB Blaster to the threads and all that. But just because the flange repair isn't a rust-resistant material, I do expect to see surface rust there in the future. But even though I didn't prep the previous repair, the first time I did it, very well to rust-proof or resist rust, It still came off pretty easily with the tools. I didn't need to do anything special. And one last comment I would say is the difference in applied pressure between before I heated up that O2 sensor and afterwards was just so much of a difference that I'll never ever try to do something like that on exhaust work again with stubborn bolts without using heat. Yeah, so definitely try that again. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.